Is Sandman still a relevant card in Marvel Snap? We saw his use go up last month with the introduction of Zabu, but with the nerfs to Zabu and Surfer, how hard did Sandman get hit? Well, in this video, we are featuring a Sandman deck that was used to reach infinite rank, and if you're ready to see this deck in action and how this deck works, guys, then you need to find that like button, and let's go snap it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello there, Marvel Snap fans. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're talking all about Sandman and his current relevance in Marvel Snap. Now, he is a 4-cost card that got hit a little bit with that nerf to Zabu, but still seeing this Sandman card and his effect of limiting the cards that you and your opponent can play on each turn. Still relevant in the current meta. Now, before we get to this deck, I do remind you guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. We feature deck ideas, we feature gameplay, we feature tips, tricks, news, everything to help your Marvel Snap experience. But let's go take a look. Well, let's go to Reddit and see where I got the idea for this deck from. And this comes from user I Have the Loops, aka Lozo Loops. And this was a deck that this player used to reach infinite. Got this idea from Educated Collins' recent video featuring Quango Ko's deck. And this is a deck that we are featuring in this video. And the main culprit in this deck is Sandman. And what he does is players can only play one card per turn. Now, the downside of that is he only has 1 power. Now, the good thing about this is you are designing your deck to only play 1 card at a time. Your opponent may not have that in his, or your opponent may not be using a deck that is ready to feature only 1 card at a time. So Sandman is a great option for turn 4. We also have Zero in this deck to give us some tempo and eliminate some of the negative effects with these tempo cards, like Titania. Sometimes you can make this work in your favor. Personally, I don't like to calculate every single turn with Titania, so I like to usually throw this down on last turn, but with Zero, you can just confidently throw this down as a 1/5 huge tempo play there. Ebony Maw is another great tempo card, 1/7. Can't play the card here after turn 3 and has an ongoing ability. You can't play cards here after you throw the Ebony Maw down. But luckily, we do have Zero in the deck to remove some of these effects that may not be as good for us as this awesome tempo is. So we could get that awesome 1/7 tempo. Also have an awesome 2/5 tempo with Lizard, but we can eliminate that ongoing ability if he's going to -3 power if your opponent has 4 cards here. So we don't have to worry about our opponent stacking up the cards. Maximus is also here with a great tempo, 3/7, but has that on reveal ability. Your opponent's drawing 2 cards, so Zero could also eliminate that ability. And we have Invisible Woman in this deck to hide some of our high tempo cards. And the good thing about this Invisible Woman card, we're in the age of MODOK right now, and a lot of MODOK decks are featuring Invisible Woman and Hela, and your opponent may think you're running some kind of discard deck with Hela, and then throw Cosmo on that lane, but you're just throwing a bunch of tempo out there for them. Shang-Chi is a great counter card, limiting some of their big threats that they may be throwing down on some of the early turns, and you do have that time to eliminate that because of your opponent's only able to play 1 card if you get that Sandman out there. Captain Marvel's a great card for a win because at the end of the game, she's gonna move to a location that's gonna win you the game, if possible. 5 cost with a 6 power there, so decent tempo with Captain Marvel, but the big thing you're bringing her in is to move at the end of the game. We also have Dr. Doom for some reach and his 5 power Doom bots that he could do on turn 6. Magneto also has some great power, 6 cost, 12 power there, moving the 3 and 4 cost cards from your opponent to the Magneto location. Sometimes this is great for location control. Sometimes they're just gonna give a little bit too much power. And of course, the thin our hand, we have America Chavez in this deck as well. But let's go take this deck into action and see some of the highlights from this deck gameplay. All right, we got Zero, Sandman, and Invisible Woman all showing up on turn 1. We have Zero showing up. Not sure if that's the best play that we want. They get an arrow, they get 7 power, we get 3 power. Nothing to play on turn 2. Hopefully we get something that we could really make use of on this 3rd turn here. Maybe a Lizard. All right, we have Dr. Doom. Don't want to zero out the Invisible Woman's powers. So we're going to continue to skip and maybe we get something good there. All right, big ol' Wolverine. And we want the least power there. All right, so I guess the least bad thing we could do is Titania. We could get that 1-5 power out there, and then we could throw down our invisible woman there as well. Actually, you know what? Let's reverse the order there. Let's throw down invisible woman here, and then we'll throw to actually we gotta go the other way around. We gotta throw Titania there, invisible woman there. And we have a option for Sandman on turn 4. Limit what they can do. Dr. Doom's not a great option for us because we don't want to play stuff on bar with no name. So when we go here, we'll go Sandman. We won't have a lot of tempo there, but we're going to limit them to the amount of cards that they could play. Looks like they're not playing anything in bar with no name either. So possibly a tie at that location. What else could we still get out? All right, so we go with the Sandman. They're only going to play cards one at a time from now on. We could go with the tempo and then get that lizard out there. I think that's what we're going to do at this point here. Hopefully they don't add too many cards there. We do have our option for Magneto at the end. All right, there goes She-Hulk. And that technically gives us a tie in Sakaar. Not going to be able to draw too many cards out. All right, I guess we're going to have to Magneto. We're not going to be able to play a lot of cards. Are they going to be able to match that power down? We're not going to have an Infinite. They just played a She-Hulk. What are they going to throw down? We're going to be able to match them. All right, there goes Shang-Chi. And we have they have a 3-point lead. We have an 8-point lead. We get the squeaky close victory. 2 cubes there. All right, Captain Marvel, Zero, Sandman, all showing up on turn 1. Mojo's World is the location, the far left. Let's see a strong turn 2 play, but we can go with Zero out right now. Potentially throw that Maximus out on turn 3, or if we get that Ebony Moth or Titania, we could throw each of those out on turn 2. Let's see what we get here. Sunspot would be great. All right, so it looks like we're going to skip turn 2. We're going to play Maximus on turn 3. And probably Sandman on turn 4. Just trying to get ahead of the curve here. We also have that Captain Marvel play as well. I think what we want to do, we don't have any cards out, so we can use that Maximus on Mojo's World. Getting more cards out there. Not going to let them draw 2 cards. Just getting that huge tempo out there. We have Titania, and we also have the option for Sandman. And if we let that Sunspot get too big, we have that Shang-Chi option as well. Let's go with Sandman on Central Park. Give us 2 power there. Still don't have a strong win condition, though. Shang-Chi to Sunspot is a great option. Depending what they play here, they play a card. And they go Shuri. They're going to get a big card out next turn. That's a great candidate for our Shang-Chi. I think what I want to do is keep things as open as possible. Unfortunately, we already have a squirrel there. We could potentially turn 6 with that Shang-Chi, and then hopefully Captain Marvel will be able to move around a bunch. All right, so they're skipping the turn. That's not great for us. Hopefully the squirrel goes to... That's the location we wanted it to go to. All right, we do have an option for a Shang-Chi. We have an option for a Shang-Chi here. We're going to have a big card. We won't be able to play our Titania as well. Is this going to be enough power, though? What can they get out there? They could have a huge Infinite. Are they going to play that at the Mojo's World? Let's go ahead and do this. I think we'll destroy that Sunspot there. We'll have a huge lead. It looks like we're going to tie the Middle Strange Academy. We have a very big She-Hulk, but we have a huge lead on Mojo's World. Get the tie in Strange Academy, so we get the tiebreaker once again. All right, so we got Sandman, Invisible Woman, Magneto all showing up on turn 1. We also have Lizard and Dark Dimension there, so kind of a natural Invisible Woman. We could throw a Lizard there on turn 1. Or on turn 2, excuse me. Uh-oh, we got Lamentus. All right, we don't have an ideal scenario for the cards that we want. We do have a play of 0 followed by Maximus, so let's go ahead and do that. Not confident enough to snap yet. I do want to see what they have. They may end up just retreating here. They don't have anything good. We'll go 0. Scroll on each location. That's not great for us, but let's go ahead and Maximus this now. And we could actually throw down an invisible woman. They'll see none of what we're doing. They'll know the middle location, but they won't know what we're doing at the ends. Or do we just throw down this Sandman? Let's go through this Sandman here. We have 6 cards in hand that we will play 2 more after this. Don't know if we have enough power, but we can put that lizard in the middle and then go with a Magneto. All right. So I guess we're not going to throw anything in the middle now. I went with that Spider-Man a little early. Not sure if I would have done that. We can do lizard, invisible woman. Oh, actually, we can't do any of that. I forgot about Sandman. Can't go lizard. We could also go. Let's see how this works out. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing. Let's see what we could pull over with Magneto. See if we could squeak out this win. Spider-Man should come over. Are we getting enough power on Central Park, though? That's the big question. We're gonna have 12 there, 13, 14. They currently have 3 plus a bishop, and they're getting another card there. So they essentially have 4 with that card that they threw down there. All right, we're moving the Spider-Man over. What do they have at Lamentus? The big key. They throw down a Dr. Doom. It's not enough. Depending what they got at this final location. Oh, they're destroying the squirrels. And ekes out the victory. We narrowly get the middle. We just get the right. They get the left. Squeaked by. Just barely got by in this one. All right, we got Lizard, Titanium, Magneto all on turn 1. Daily Bugle, we're gonna get a copy of our opponent's hand. They might see our Lizard, they might see our Magneto. Let's go ahead and throw their Sandman right back at them. We know they're going to throw that out on turn 1. Very surprised if they don't throw that out. It's just what location they're going to do. There's their Sandman, and it hits our Lizard. Not great for us. Turn 3, we're going to shuffle. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go Invisible Woman. We're going to Invisible Woman Adelan there. Throw off their scent a little. Get them thinking we're playing some discard type deck. All right, no on reveal abilities there. Let's go ahead and throw that Lizard out on Daily Bugle right now. Well, hopefully we get some good cards when we reshuffle everything from Adelan. All right, little less power for everything there. And we get the Magneto back. Not going to be able to play that Ebony Maw, unfortunately. Let's say just play the Sandman to reduce some of what they have going on. All right, the Sandman, they're not going to be able to play many cards. All right, that is not the best for us. We don't have a Cosmo in our deck to counteract that. We do have a Shang-Chi for later, though, although this is turn 5 and we don't have a lot of power. I think because of their Wong, we're just going to go ahead and snap. I mean, retreat.
Escaped.
All right, Sandman, Captain Marvel, Lizard, all on turn 1. Get double on reveal effects. Nothing to play yet. I'm gonna go to skip this turn, and they're getting 2 Raptors on our side. Not great for us. We actually have a play for Lizard and Ebony Maw. Hopefully we get a 0 coming out. Let's go ahead and throw that Lizard out now. I'm not sure if we want to Ebony Maw now or wait. All right, so they have a Bucky Barnes there. throw this Ebony Maw now. Give us 12 on Kunlun. Is that going to be enough power? Or should we just go ahead with the Maximus there for that same amount of power? They will draw a few cards though. After turn 4, they're going to be able to play one card at a time. So let's go ahead and Maximus this. Let's get the same amount of power. We don't have to conserve energy because we don't have a Sunspot or anything like that. All right, they go Deathlock, destroying all those cards there. They still don't have a destroy for their Camouflage, but what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and Sandman this middle location, kind of giving them the middle location with all those 1 powers there. We got an interesting play of a Captain Marvel and Magneto on turn 5, 6. Unless we want to go ahead and Dr. Ooh, that was less beneficial. They probably should have played that Carnage on Camouflage there. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and throw our Captain Marvel. We're going to throw our Captain Marvel in the middle. Actually, just in case we get Dr. Doom, so we get the most amount of Doombots out there. Let's put her on Kunlun. We're probably going to go Magneto on Camouflage, depending on what they do here. They threw down a very late Daredevil. Interesting play here. I'm not sure what they're going for, what strategy they're snapping though. Very confident in what they're doing. I already saw some slight misplays. Let's go ahead and Magneto this location there. It won't pull the Carnage. It won't pull the Bucky. Won't pull the Daredevil. And I think what I want to do, instead of playing at Camouflage, I'm thinking they're going to do something here. Let's go for Shadow. Let's go for Savage Land and Kunlun and try to win those 2 locations, middle and right. See what happens here. They just snapped. Let's see what their big plan was. What do they have here? Do they have a big... All right, they go with Destroyer, destroying everything there. You get the tie in the middle. They get the left, we get the right, we get the tiebreaker because of more power. It seems like we're getting a lot of tiebreakers with this deck. So that is the Sandman deck in action, guys. Hopefully it answers the question for you if he is still relevant in the meta. And I think judging by some of the gameplay we saw, he is. Now, as you noticed from the gameplay, I didn't get these huge 8Q wins like with some of the other decks, but we got some very consistent wins with this deck here. So very good deck. I am liking it. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if there's some improvements to this deck, and let me know how you are enjoying Sandman, and let me know if you think he is still in the meta. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging around to the end. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on social media. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. Share this with your friends. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy the Sandman deck. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great one, guys.